The BMW Z4 S-Drive has been around for 4 years, and apart from some minor tweaks in the styling and the addition of some new engine sizes, it has remained much the same since its launch in 2009. It picked up where the old Z4 left off, continuing to offer the traditional roadster styling and driving experience, but the updated models sport one key enhancement: a folding hard roof, and we will look at this in a little more detail shortly. As of the beginning of 2013, there are 5 BMW Z4 models on offer, 3 based on a 4-cylinder 2-litre engine, 1 on 6-cylinder 2.5 engine, and the top of the range 35IS on the award-winning 6-cylinder 3-litre unit with the addition of twin turbochargers. Prices start from £27,610 for the Z4 S-Drive 18i and rise to £45,330 for the 35IS. These prices are for standard models only, before you start to spec BMW optional extras. This Roadrunner review focuses on the Z4 S-Drive 23i with the 6-cylinder 2.5 naturally aspirated engine. The 3 closest industry rivals are the Audi TT 2-litre TFSI, the Mercedes SLK 250 and the Porsche Boxster 2.7, and we'll be keeping an eye on how the stats stack up throughout the course of this review. We start by looking at the Z4S 2-piece all-aluminium folding roof, which stows neatly into the boot in just 20 seconds. Folding flat over the top of a retractable shelf, the boot capacity shrinks from 310 to 180 litres, but the storage space left is well shaped and can accommodate a fairly large suitcase. Available in 11 colours, 7 of which are metallic, and with a choice of 8 styles of alloy wheel, multiple design configurations are possible. With every Z4 being built to order, BMW reckon 30% roll off the production line completely unique in specification, underlining the BMW ethos of individuality. As with all sports cars, there's no avoiding the numbers, and the 6-cylinder engine in the Z4 23i delivers 204 brake horsepower and 258 pounds-per-foot torque to the rear wheels. This equates to a 0 to 60 time of 6.6 seconds and a top speed of 150 miles per hour. Being 6 cylinders, the 23i returns not much more than 33 miles per gallon, a lot less than the 41.5 miles per gallon of its faster younger sister, the 28i. But these are the advantages on the new 4-cylinder engines, now making their mark throughout the whole BMW range. Producing 199 grams of CO2 per kilometre, road tax will cost you £170 a year, as it just scrapes inside the Band G category. And if you're under 21, insurance is going to be at a premium, if you can get it at all when you mention Group 39. Standard features on the BMW Z4 S-Drive 23i include 17-inch star-spoke alloy wheels, xenon headlights, drive dynamic control, CD radio, climate control and multifunctional leather steering wheel. Also standard across the range is BMW's Drive Performance Control System, which, at the flick of a switch, adjusts the drive and suspension, altering the car's ride and personality. With normal, sport and Sport Plus settings, engine, steering and suspension responses all change to create a sportier or more comfortable ride, depending on your mood. As with all BMWs, the list of optional extras is at least equal to, if not longer than, the list of standard features. But one of the more popular options, at £2,225, is the BMW iDrive communication system. With its 8.8-inch monitor that pops up from the dash, a comprehensive range of functions are all accessible through the iDrive controller. Tilt, rotate, push and click your way through menus that directly call up the CD player, radio, telephone, internet services and navigation system. For those who don't have an iPhone, a built-in 12GB hard disk allows you to transfer digital music via USB. For those who do, you can plug in and access all your favourite tunes direct through the iDrive system. All Z4 models come equipped with 4 airbags, corner brake control and dynamic stability control as standard. If you have spec'd the iDrive system and BMW Connected Drive, BMW safety technology reaches even further. In the event of an accident, crash sensors automatically trigger an emergency call via an accident-proof telephone unit permanently installed in the vehicle. This immediately contacts the BMW call centre, and a call centre agent makes direct contact with you and the emergency services if required. For full up-to-the-minute facts, information and prices on the BMW Z4 S-Drive range, visit www.bmw.com and navigate to the Z4 section.
In recent years, Roadsters have been seen as something of a hairdresser's car, a little bit too cuddly, too feminine. Well, not anymore. BMW's reincarnation of the Z4 takes Roadsters back to what they should be. Historically, a low-slung cabin, long bonnet, short screen and plenty of brake horsepower define the true marks of a real man's car. Cars like the Austin Healey, the MGB and the Triumph TR3 define generations of desirable automobile design. Roadsters were for the free-spirited, the rich, the famous, the carefree romantic with a live-for-today attitude. But recent changes in designs of two-seater soft-top Roadsters have led to an entirely different clientele altogether. Mid-sized Roadsters have all gone a bit short and dumpy, losing that Roadster-esque appeal. So, rock and roll BMW for seeing sense and returning to form. If you thought the new model wasn't going to change much from the old, then think again. This is an all-new design with some real significant changes. The crease line, for example, extends all the way up the bonnet, over the roof and to the rear of the car. The front headlamp clusters are all new, as are the rear, and the sensual sweeping lines down the side, leading to its broad shoulders, make a fantastic looking car. However, the biggest difference between this model and its predecessor is tucked away in the boot. The hard-top folding roof transforms this car from a roadster into a coupe in just 20 seconds. And unlike some other models that look a bit awkward with the top up, the BMW Z4 looks just as good with the top up as with the top down. Inside the cabin, the design is a work of pure art. The dashboard is one of the most distinctive of all cars. The layout is very logical, very German, and the materials are of the highest quality. It's easy to get comfortable in the Z4 as well, because as well as being able to slide and recline the seats, you can also raise and lower them. But beware, you soon run out of legroom, and for all you 6'4" gentlemen, your knees are perilously close to the underside of the dashboard. Standard equipment across the range is generous. All models get 4 airbags, disc brakes all round, anti-skid DSC, an input for your MP3 player, Bluetooth for your mobile phone, dual zone climate control and xenon headlamps. Being a roadster, space is always going to be a premium, but there's some helpful additions here, with opening side door bins, a reasonable sized glove box, centre console with storage space, and at the rear, a shelf. So, what's it like to drive? As well as a 6-cylinder engine, you can also get the Z4 with 2 fuel-efficient 4-cylinder turbocharged units. All models come with BMW's Drive Dynamic Control, which lets you alter the throttle response, steering weight and traction control sensitivity all at the push of one button. But be aware, in normal mode the suspension is stiff, and very stiff if you spec any of the optional 19-inch alloys, which means in sports mode it can make for some very uncomfortable driving on typical British roads. I love this car, it just makes me feel good, and the tone from the exhaust is absolutely gorgeous. Handling wise, it's not as sharp as it could be, and for the purist amongst you, it doesn't match that of the cheapest Porsche, but it's over 10 grand cheaper than the Boxster. 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds and a top speed of over 150 miles an hour. This delivers everything and more you would expect from a BMW. It really is a proper driver's car. Yes, yes, yes. Economy is important, as is the CO2 thing and the whole saving the planet. But let's be honest, when you're buying a Roadster, miles per gallon isn't top of your list. Neither is practicality, but with the hard top safely stowed in the boot, it's not all a space-consuming disaster. With the roof stowed, there's still plenty of boot space left. However, with the roof down, if your bag's inside, there's no access in it without putting the roof back up. That's a problem you don't have with the soft top Audi TT. Prices for the Z4 range from £27,750 to over £45,000. This 2.3i model comes in a little under £34,000. Now that's expensive, but with the BMW Z4 you get the real deal. It drives like a proper sports car. It does exactly what every roadster should do when you drive it away, and that's put a big fat smile on your face. And for that, it's worth every penny.